Okay, so you want planche? Well, build this first and trust and believe you're going to get it in no time soon. Alright, so that move is obviously the tuck planche. Now, before we get into anything, just want to let you know, you can do this on your hands, but this is going to be extremely hard. So what I recommend you do is actually get parallettes or a stack of books so you can get started. So first off is this. Ideally, what you want to do for your tuck planche is actually, if you can't even try to hold it or you're getting into everything, just do this, the floor assisted. Like you can see, you see my foot on the floor and you're just doing this. Now, ideally you don't want to be doing this for tuck planche. This is a no-go at all. It's not going to build up anything at all. If anything, it's going to hurt your back a lot. So what you want to do is put your foot up like this, then come up and always protract your scapula in the end. You see how eventually you are building up your tuck planche in the end, so that way you can actually get a good foundation for it when you're getting started. Alright, so next one is going to be, you should all know this, is your planche leans in the end. Now, when you're doing lean, when you're leaning in like this, whatever you do, do not be doing this. Do not be trying to just compensate for this. This is a posterior pelvic tilt move. So remember, always just making sure your butt is down and you're leaning in. This is going to help you out a lot for your tuck planche. Now, ideally, what you can do with tuck planche is that you can transition from planche lean to tuck planche, going in and out. You can hold these for a couple seconds, and then you can always just hold from there. A quick thing too, if you're doing this on your hands, I want you to make sure that when you're putting your feet, or no, not your feet, your hands down for tuck planche, make sure you put it on the side, because going like this is gonna hurt a lot on your wrist, especially if you're not really used to it. What I suggest, if it hurts even regardless if you put it on the side, is to work on your wrist. Make sure you're strengthening up, just going like this, or you're going like this, or going in circles, or ideally you're going in and out like that. So that way you're strengthening up your wrist in the end. This is going to be helping you out on the long run for like your planche journey, like from your tuck planche to the advanced tuck to the straddle to the full. This is going to be helping you out a lot when you have strong wrists in the end. So make sure you are actually working on that. To it, you're getting to the floor planche, transitioning over to the planche lean, and you're getting used to your floor planche in the end, your floor tuck planche, I mean. You should also try transitioning over to going from here to this. Just transitioning over and back and forth. Just making sure, if you can, because I will admit, you are going to be going kind of fast, going like this. Just going up and then going like that first. That's totally fine. You have to get used to it at the end of the day. I understand that for beginners, if you're actually starting into the tuck planche, this is going to be kind of a difficult move to learn. So let me go ahead and actually almost forgot the last one, which is the most important one you got to learn. Let me get started with that one. And the last one is going to be your protraction of your scapula. Now, I know this is going to be really weird me saying this, but you have to make sure your scapula is protracted the whole time you're doing this move. You can't go like this, because you can't be going with tuck planche going like this. That's a no-go. You have to be going like this to make sure in the end that your tuck planche is good in the end. So, the thing how you get strong protraction is that you can you can go like this and do a couple exercises like that, or if it's just too easy for you, what you can do is that you can always use resistance bands to make sure that when you are doing this, you can just go in like this. And this is really going to help out a lot for your protraction, and just making sure in the end that you always going to making sure that you stay contracted with this move. You should never be going in like this, just bouncing up and down. No. Make sure you try to reach with this move, and just making sure that you should always feel protraction here on your core. And ideally, that's really what you want to do in the end. Now, this is a very important move because this lays the foundation for you into getting your planche in the end. So if your tuck planche sucks, then more than likely your planche is going to suck too in the end. So this is why it's good for you to actually just learn it best, take your time with it, and just when you actually get really good in tuck planche, then you're ready to get into the advanced tuck planche in the end, which I'm going to show pretty soon once I've learned it myself, because I'm still learning myself in the end for it. So ideally, if you just don't really care about getting planche in the end, this is a good move also to get into itself with the tuck planche or into the L-sit. But I do have a video for that, so just make sure that you actually click on that video down there, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.